Camera angles. By the way, how you like my fox painting? How you like my fox painting? Hachan was being a little bit meow meow. And so I'm like, Hachan, I want you to stand right there. And I made a stand in front of the fox painting. And I'm like, look at the fox for 30 seconds. Look at the fox for 30 seconds. And then after that, she calmed down. And then Cheeky came and I told her to grab Cheeky. And she was holding Cheeky in front of the fox. And I think Cheeky got confused with the fox. She thought it was Thor. Our flatmate had a Pomeranian called Thor. And Cheeky was all over him until she found out that he was desexed. And she's like, damn, you can't get me pregnant. I don't need you anymore. So I love the vibe. I love the vibe of this fox. This fox it's a vibe. I love it. I love the atmosphere. I love the aura that it gives off. I personally wanted him, or her, I don't even know if it's male or female fox, somewhere, in the main thing to sort of liven up the rooms, which is like, it doesn't go with anything. And I'm like, man, the vibe that this fox gives off is just amazing. I don't care what it is. I could be having the shittest day in the world and I could just stare at this fox for 30 seconds and I will be calm. It's difficult to be upset. So I absolutely love the vibe of the fox. So I'm so glad. Awesome investment. I don't normally buy stuff because I'm afraid of just buying junk, but this fox, does fox have a name? No. This is just the fox, the nameless Inari. So we're up to episode 40, which is season 2, part 2, episode 2. Fucking hell. This is going to be a nightmare when it comes to YouTube. I'm not naming it season 2, part 2, episode 1. Fuck off. And it's even more confusing that in this one, it's like second season, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4. Like, fair enough, episode 13. And then in part 2, they're like, let's fuck you over. 39, 40, 41. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the consistency? You can't change your name. You can't change your, stick to it. I don't know. I'll take a look. I'll figure it out. I have no idea what I'm going to do for YouTube. I'll live with it. I just finished exporting episode, 22 of season 1 for YouTube. And, it's just, I'll figure it out. Future Kuma can worry about the naming conventions for the YouTube uploads. Thankfully, they haven't been taken down recently, so. Unfortunately, everything is up to date on Patreon, so, yeah. Okay, so we're on episode 40. I'm on. Looking good. Episode 40, which is... Oh, man, this is going to get fucking confusing in editing. Episode 40, which is Oh, God fucking damn it. See, I'm already getting lost. Why do they do this? Who does this? Basically, they were working from home, so they had to split into 2 parts. Originally, it was supposed to be in one go. I mean, fair enough, but where's the consistency? In the naming convention, it was like, it's supposed to be 13, 14, 15, not 39. Fuck it. I'll deal with it. I'm not even going to say what the episode is. We're watching the episode. That's it. What? Wait, so he dug that hole, or did he dig multiple holes? Because what happened if he didn't run straight ahead? Whatever. Timelines. Isn't this basically the script of the first Mummy movie? I mean, minus the girl wearing those beads in the boobies. Hey man, back in the 2000s, like, where dial-up internet was a thing, that movie was considered something. Otto does not fight with honor. Lord Shimura would be displeased. Are we talking about my eyebrows? Because they're thick. He's like Dr. Doolittle. This is why you don't give kids acid. He's tripping balls. Where the fuck was he born? Looking at this architecture, this is starting to look like the Middle East. Yeah, this type of architecture. Yeah, this is... Where is this? And looking at the clothes as well. Yeah, and take a look. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look at the vases, what he's wearing, the hats, the furniture. This is definitely different. How many tabs did he have? Italy? Dear mother and father, I am tripping balls. I'm sorry. What did he say? What did he say? Damn it. Damn, look at all that gold and precious gems. They're well off. Damn. What did it say, damn it? I need to know. Whoa, that's bright as shit. Ah, can't see. Is that Tinkerbell? No. I mean, I would have thought it's going to rain in like an hour. Aww. That's adorable. Oh shit! So that's why I was able to tell Subaru what the I forgot the dino's name, what she was saying to him. I thought it was because he just had high empathy with animals and he could sort of understand what they were getting at. But he could literally listen to them. Wow. Patrashe. Patrashe. What the fuck? Snitch? I love how the first thing kids do is just... What the fuck? Petrache. Petrache. Oh, shit! Someone tell the Pharaoh Moses is going apeshit. This is basically the script of Dr. Dolittle. What? I don't get it. It's like, you could talk to animals. You slept with my girlfriend. What? How do the two... How does that correlate? Did they do it doggy style? What? That's one fucking handsome cat. Oh, look at that. That's a handsome cat. That's a cute cat. Wait, I don't get it. What was he sad about that? Oh, he found out the truth. What was the truth? Eighth guy? Damn! And what are you, in grade school? Jesus. Fucking Pokemans. Ah, typical thoughtlet. Demanding retribution and getting people to do a dirty work for her. Fucking 3 out of 10. Of course they did. Wait. This is practically the script of Spice and Wolf, that little kid. Excuse me. So is that what he did in between, like, his childhood and ReZero? He spent some time in Spice and Wolf and then came back here. You're joking. I love how many assets they borrow in backgrounds and stuff. So much so that they literally, like, borrow the existence of a character that chronologically fits in both. That's just hilarious. It's like, so I became a merchant, became rich, and now I'm in this anime. It's like, wait, I thought you looked familiar for a second. God damn it. It's an in-joke. I love it. I love it. It's an in-joke and I love it. Hey, see what I mean? It was fucking rich as shit too. And he's gonna say something about trying to hit on a wolf girl and it didn't end out the way he wanted it to. This is fucking hilarious. This is the shit. I love this. Now they're just having fun. Now they're just having fun. They were dropping hints the entire time. Motherfucker says the same thing in Spice and Wolf. Rides the same shit there too. He rides this sort of thing, except by the time you see him in Spice and Wolf, he doesn't have those little jars. His jars are literally the size of that thing. So he's got 2 massive jars on the back. And then he's paying for an entire convoy. So he's shipping so much material that he's just like raking it in. And he's got sacks of gold, which is what you see here. It's nuts. I love it. It's just like, I'm gonna make that money somehow. He stopped looking for waifus and started looking for husbandos. Oh, shit! But he wasn't being slothful. He was like the opposite of being slothful. He was being very productive. Are you gonna make him play Twister? Fuck, can I just finish that thumbnail? Now I gotta get another one. Shit. This is the guy from the white whale thing. He survived, I think. He was riding the wolf. Well, that's something. I love how this wolf is practically Cloud. Except he's a wolf. He's furry Cloud. Ricardo, is he? Oh, man. Riclaudo. I like it. Why is he crying now? Oh, tears of happiness. Fair enough. What? Why did they bring rope? Did he overuse it? Oh, shit! Man, his blood pressure must be through the roof. Come on, summon a bear or something. Bear no jutsu. He's basically Datara now. Oh, shit. Where's Toby when you need him? Oh, man. Blonde Sasuke's mad. No, wait. I'm going to start calling him Gotenks. Gotenks mad. Oof! That's gotta hurt. And he cracked him right here. Man, he's lucky he didn't get cracked here. He would have gotten knocked out. Oh, he's trying not to knock him out. Oof. Doing the what now? Oh, shit! Damn. I'm sorry, but why do I have balls in my mind right now? Even though they go barsu, for some reason I see bolzu. God damn it. It's kind of rigged considering how many restarts he had. Shyness? He's not gonna hit her. He's not... Oh shit! He went for it. But I'm pretty sure she doesn't have the stamina. She needs to finish quickly. Yeah, there it is. Oof, what the fuck was that? That's what you get for turning around. Yeah, she's out of stamina. Thought as much. Short bursts only. At this point, it feels like everyone's gonna get a brain hemorrhage for overexerting themselves. I think I've only ever had that happen once, and that was when I was working a 12-hour... No, sorry. It was a 14-hour shift when I was doing overtime, and I was driving back home, and I was stuck in traffic because it was really late. And I was just, like, driving, and then, like, my nose was itchy, and I just went like this. And I put my hand back on the steering wheel, and it was drenched in blood. And then I'm like, what the fuck? And I put my hand down, and there was literally blood pouring from my nose. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, pulled over on the side of the road. I'm like, all right, calm the fuck down. You've never had a nosebleed before. You'll be fine. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling lightheaded. Like, no, you're not feeling lightheaded. You'll be fine. You need to lose like 2-3 pints of blood to actually lose consciousness. Calm your tits. You'll be fine. And so I wasn't sick or anything. So I had to stop on the side of the road, plug my nose with some tissues or something. And I was thinking like, what the fuck just happened? I might have overexerted myself. I might have had too many energy drinks. I don't fucking know. But that was like the only time I had a nosebleed. And it was dripping. My shirt was just like blood. It looked like I had just been stabbed and my heart had been pulled out or something. It was so much blood. Didn't help that it was a white shirt. I had to cut energy drinks for a while. And the 14-hour shifts. But hey, Australia, man, when you go over your 8 hours, they basically have to double your pay. And I had rent to pay, so I had to work myself to death. All right, Emilia. Normally, I work myself to the point of collapse. Like, after this, I usually take a shower and just collapse on the bed. But, you know. Mandatory upskirt shot. You know it's an anime when... She got rid of Puck. That's what was blocking her memories. Now she should be able to pass the test. The only nosebleed is just the weather gets too warm for me in a hot shower. Ugh, that's just crazy. So she should be able to pass it now. It'll be interesting to find out what her trauma is. Half and half, damn it. The racism. Hmm? Hmm? What'd she do again? Oh, right, she left. The funny part is, he's fucked up in a lot of timelines and she has absolutely no idea about it. And he's fucked up a few times in this timeline, but like, in the grand scheme of things, he did pretty well. So, in everyone's eyes, Subaru's like, you know, pulling some insane shit off. Meanwhile, in Subaru's eyes, he's probably died 1,000 times to, you know, slipping on a banana. Oh, time hopping's a bitch. What did he promise? Oh, right. This is why you never promise anything. Ever. You will always do your best. You never promise to do it. Okay, now I just feel bad. Seriously, this girl's a unicorn. What? What? Oh god, what a time to say that. Isn't this going to create a codependency because he's giving her affection when she's down? So instead of learning to stand on her own 2 feet, she's going to learn to kneel on him. Not kneel, but lean on him. So she's going to use him as an emotional crutch. That's bad. Subaru, bad. Bad Subaru. Hmm? making it weird. Stop it. Oh, God. I love that everything that he's saying describes her appearance. I have yet to hear anything describing her personality. Charming. Charming. Oh, there it is. An ordinary girl that's a runner-up for the fucking kingdom. Yeah, ordinary girl, right? Candidate to be empress. Ordinary girl that had Puck that's a fucking demigod or some shit as a spirit animal. Yeah, ordinary girl. Fuck off. Fuck off. Subaru, fuck off. That shit ain't ordinary. Go to one of the local villages where the girls work in the rice field. That's ordinary. She's got a point there, dude. She's got a fucking point. She's thinking with her brain. He's thinking with his dick. Wow. Wow. You're like a fucking pendulum here, Subaru. I'm madly in love with you. You're the greatest thing ever to come out of ever. Pendulum swing on the other side. You're useless. Pendulum swing on the other side. But I still love you. Pendulum swing on the other side. I'm going through literal hell putting up with you. Holy shit. I feel sorry for the poor girl that just lost Puck. That she has to deal with this shit. I'm sorry. Poor girl's going through a rough time and now she's dealing with Subaru. Jesus. Yeah, you're making it feel a lot better now, aren't you? Are we talking about the time where he was supposed to stay in the hotel room? Or are we talking about the time where he was supposed to stay with you till the morning and he disappeared? I keep losing count how many promises Subaru's broken across the multiple timelines. I gotta give the girl credit. She's actually rational and clever. It's like, yes, you're saying all these wonderful things, but how the fuck can I believe you when what you say and what you do contradict each other? You say you love me and you'll do anything for me, but you don't listen to what I'm asking you to do when it's important. How can I trust you? I get the fact that he's time hopping, but you gotta take into account that the poor girl isn't a time hopper and she has no visibility of the other timelines. She doesn't see what happens when he doesn't do these things. So to her, he's saying that he absolutely loves her and all this other shit, but he also goes back on his word so many times. And it's not easy. And now she's also lost Puck, by the way. So her entire support network is absolutely fucked. Roswell's basically Marlon Orochimaru. Ram's, well, not here. And Ram is, well, Ram. You don't go there for emotional support. So, all she's got is this motherfucker. Who is a pendulum. He's hot, he's cold, he's right, he's left, he's... Fuck. Also, Subaru makes some valid points here. Wish they didn't cut it. This could have been as long as the Rem episode. I mean, he makes valid points, but context is also important. Because he's got multiple timelines, she's only got this one. But I actually like where her head's at. She's not just taking all this shit at face value, like most girls do. She's not believing the sweet things that he whispers in her ear. She's actually paying attention to what he's doing. I actually appreciate Emilia very much for this. This is what separates her from a lot of other people. She doesn't just buy your shit because it sounds sweet. She also calls you on your shit. That ain't ordinary. That is anything but. Why did it zoom on the thing when she talks about her mother? Simp. No, 90-10. 90-10! 90-10! Ah, yes. So, let me kiss a emotionally unstable girl that could technically be interpreted as being insane right now because she doesn't know how to process all these memories and informations that are, influxing. She lost Park, her entire emotional support network, and you just broke a promise for the second time. She's feeling unsure about everything, and here you are bombarding her with like statements of love and proclamations to the point of her breaking down and crying. Oh, by all means, kiss her, because yeah, that's romantic as shit. Wow. Meanwhile, Rem and Otto are literally getting their asses handed to them and bleeding out of their noses. Probably gonna die of a cerebral brain hemorrhage because you wanted to kiss Emilia. Nice, Subaru, nice. All about you, isn't it, buddy? Subaru is the personification of having an erection so strong that he will accept any behavior that she might do and he will still love her regardless because the power of his erection is so strong that there's no oxygen or blood left in his brain. She could turn into a homicidal bitch and he would still love her. I'm sorry, am I supposed to be clapping at Subaru right now? Because this is not exactly healthy. Unconditional love based on appearance alone is dangerous. Not to mention reckless and very creepy. I mean, effectively, what he's doing is time hopping through different timelines in order to make a girl love him. That's a bit, oh, I mean, Jesus. I always wonder what made Subaru love Emilia, and we get hint from his original world in his room. Oh, I get it. She's his type. Don't get me wrong. I get it. But at the same time, I'm not gonna suddenly clap when he kisses a girl while she's down. I was gonna say, hug her and tell her it's going to be okay. But no, he didn't hug her. He went aggro and went for a kiss. That's not love. You put yourself in front of her. That's not love. You didn't make sure that she's okay and help her get up on her own 2 feet. No. Instead, you went down and kissed her and you're probably going to pull her up. That's not love. You're not helping her grow as a person. You're taking advantage of someone. That ain't cool. But what would I know about human psychology? Wow, at best, this is going to turn into a codependent relationship where they literally need each other to keep walking. That is beyond dangerous. This is beyond dangerous. Subaru actually falls for Emilia in episode 8 of season 1 during the lap pillow. Before that, it was more like a crush due to his preference, like you said, his rooms. The fact that he fell in love with her during the lap pillow proves my point. He was at breaking point, and Emilia saw that. And being very empathetic, she pretty much spots that, and she wants to give him, like sanctuary and someone that's going to understand and not judge him, and she could see he's working himself to death. And being a good person, she's like, it's okay. It's okay. And because of that, he falls in love with her in that state, in that literal broken state when his brain and his mind and his psyche is about to give out and go absolutely nuts. That's when he falls in love with her and he just rolls on with it. That's beyond dangerous. Don't get me wrong. I've got absolutely nothing wrong with the Subaru Emilia dynamic. I'm just identifying that it's not exactly healthy. His reasons for loving her aren't exactly healthy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm totally cool with the I've got a crush on a chick and I want to pursue her. I'm all for that. I am 100% for that. And, improving, learning from your mistakes and go for gold, son. But I'm just identifying that the conclusions he's come to are not always the best. Especially his whole limitless love thing. If I can quote C2, love without limit is love without substance. It's just infinite for its own sake. It's meaningless. It's unconditional. Whether you do good or bad, you're going to be loved. It's kind of... You know what I mean? So, and yeah, they're broken as fuck, but that's bad because right now he shouldn't be doing what he's doing. He's literally going to get her to rely on him, which is very toxic, manipulative, and predatorial. But he's also doing it for the same reason that he's only able to go forward because he's obsessed with her. He's kind of warping this whole dynamic to make her dependent on him because he's dependent on her. It's very manipulative. It's very destructive. It's very unhealthy. I mean, in this circumstance, Subaru's the bad guy. Because he doesn't care about what she wants. He doesn't care what makes her happy. He just loves her and he wants her to love him, regardless of whether or not he will make her happy. He doesn't care. He doesn't once think about wanting to be the guy that makes her happy. He doesn't care about it. He never even considers the possibility that she might be happier doing something else. He doesn't even think of it. He's tunnel visioning. He's completely blind to the possibility that he might not be able to make her happy or make her complete. And it's like, oh, I need you to do this. It's like, no, I'm not going to do this. And it's kind of like, he doesn't even try a route where he does what she wants. He automatically, oh, I'm the hero of the story. I'll get the job done. And it's kind of like, mate, that's not how it works. You're being controlling and dominating. That's not a relationship. That's possession. There's a difference. It's always been like that. ReZero is a lot of incorrect steps taking into a very bad position toward exceptionally more correct steps. The REM thing wasn't exactly healthy either. No, it wasn't. But I have to give full points to REM for identifying that yes, she had feelings for Subaru, but she did not want him in that way. She did not want to take him in a moment of fear and desperation and weakness and run with it for her own sake, despite it, fulfilling a wish that she has. And of course she can say she doesn't want to do it for Emilia or she doesn't want to do it for him, but she also doesn't want to take advantage of him when he's down. Subaru, on the other fucking hand, is taking full advantage of the situation and does so with impunity. And I'm expected to cheer for him? No. No. In fact, Subaru is pretty much pulling a Rem here because Rem's unconditional love was the type of unconditional love he learned. Your parents unconditionally loving you is different from you unconditionally loving someone you've just met. It's a different relationship. A parent is supposed to unconditionally love their kids because they're not supposed to give up on their kids. They're supposed to try and try and try and try and try and try. And if your kid's fucking little Hitler, you're still supposed to try, right? Whereas if someone by their very nature is something that doesn't click with you or isn't someone or something that's right for you, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to keep trying and try to change them to become what you want. But rather, you need to be able to accept someone as they are, or accept them as the best version of themselves that they are, and help them get there. Not help them get to where you want them to go, but rather help them get to where they want to go. And if that version of themselves is what tickles your fancy, by all means go for it, enable them and support them. Because then they'll be happy, and you'll also be happy once they get there. You'll be cheering them on. That's a partnership. That's a healthy relationship dynamic. But if you are trying to guide and force and mold someone to go in the direction you want or the direction you think they want to go because of something you're feeling, you're just projecting yourself onto them. That's fuck off, mate. No one is cheering Subaru except for that he's always doing his best. This is the best right now. Best for who? Best for him? This is kind of rubbing me the wrong way. I could sit here for 2 hours and digging into it and exploring it and dissecting it and write a thesis on it and probably get my PhD, but let's not. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just rubbing me that way, It's like that thorn in my paw where I'm like, I can't ignore this. It's like when you get the little twig under your fucking skin. It's little. It's not going to kill you. But every time you put your finger on the table, you feel it, It's like Subaru, man. If I was there, I'd slap him. Okay, let's continue. And that fucking smile right now. That fucking cheeky grin of like, this is what I want. Man, let's not go there. I just pulled a Sin Archbishop of Sloth for a second. A reason to believe. Why is this grayed out? Live. A reason to live. Alive. Be alive. Be live. A reason to be live. Really? You need an external reason to live? Mate. Subaru needs some proper father figures and male figures in his life to get him to be a man and not a child right now. Yeah, you're right. In my eyes, he's a predator. This is predatorial. Whether or not he's aware of it is a different thing, but see, that's the difference between a boy and a man. Like, that, there's a significant difference. Significant. I can't take that. I can't accept that. That ain't right. You're overanalyzing it. They're just styling it like the kanji there. I'm over... You must be new here. You must be fucking new here. Let's write a 3-page essay on why the leaves are yellow. It could be the refraction from the sun. It could be that it's autumn. Or it could just be that the author decided their leaves are fucking yellow in the scene. Stop over-analyzing the curtains. They're not an indication as to the character's state of mind. Motherfucker. Oh my god. Of course, Subaru is also being manipulated here as well. Everyone's being manipulated here. That's what this whole anime is about. Everyone's being manipulated by someone, and in turn they were manipulated by the very people that created them into the people they are. Life is just one big manipulation. I get it, right? I get it. Notice the eye reflections. Subaru had Emilia's throughout the whole episode, but Emilia never had his when she looked at him. At the end of the episode, after the kiss, Subaru's reflection appears in her eyes, meaning she has maybe found her reason to be him or Emilia. Finally sees Subaru for who he truly is. And who is Subaru really? Is it the Subaru that exists in Subaru's mind? Is it the Subaru that exists in Emilia's mind? Or is it the Subaru that exists in everyone else's mind? Because who someone is very dependent on how you look at them. Don't make me quote instrumentality from Evangelion. Everything is going according to Echidna's plan. You get a manipulation. Everyone gets a manipulation. One thing a lot of folks tend to forget is that Subaru doesn't have the past to go into the grave anymore. So he's being rejected. Like after Patrice had pulled him out and he tried to walk back in there, but he started puking. He's going through that constantly during the entire conversation. Man, luckily he didn't throw up during the kiss. It probably would have ruined the mood. Subaru's just being greedy. He's being very greedy. Yeah, they didn't adapt it very well. What? He rejected the witch and he expects to keep getting her support? It's like telling a girl you don't want to, date her and still expecting her to take her calls and, come over every time you text her an exclamation mark. That's not how it works. Subaru's beyond... I love that scene that he had with the Witch of Greed, where he's like, I thought you were doing this out of the goodness of your heart. And she's like, really? And then she just puts her cards on the table. And he's like, maybe I'll be able to decide if you tell me the information. And I get it. He played his cards well given the situation. But she's not stupid. In fact, she's a lot smarter than him. And then he's like, well, it's unfair that she won't let me in her grave. It's like, Subaru, mate, listen here, you little shit. You make your choices and you live with the consequences, right? You made your choices. Cool. There are consequences. Stop bitching about it. Don't let the kiss distract you from the fact that Subaru kissed Emilia in Echidna's tomb. I don't give a fuck if they fucked on her sarcophagus. Alright? I don't care. That's neither here nor there. I don't care about that. I just care about the fact that Emilia is not in the right state of mind to be kissing him for the first time. That ain't cool. At least in my mind. And here is one of my favorite parallels of the entire series. And no, I'm not talking about the parallel with Subaru and Rem's talk in Season 1. In Subaru's backstory during the first trial, we learned that Subaru wanted his parents to hate him. Okay? He wanted them to hate him so that he could validate the idea that he was worthless. Okay, so he wants to jeopardize himself, fair enough. That no one truly loved him. So, Subaru peaked early, lost his spot as alpha in the friend group, became the class clown, and then engaged in jeopardizing, not jeopardizing, but he kept fucking himself over. And he wanted his parents to hate him so he can justify the fact that he's worthless. Because that way, he can't change things because he's worthless. He didn't want to believe that it's actually up to him, even though it is. No, that's just him being a baby. He needs to grow the fuck up. Emilia here is doing the exact same thing. Emilia believes herself to be weak and unworthy of other people's respect and support. Okay. This is why, in this scene, Emilia wants Subaru to hate her. She tries to push for her during this entire conversation. Completely get that. Completely fine. But then, what's his answer to this? I'm gonna love you no matter what? Because you're my type, and I love your personality and the way you do things. Cool. But why'd you push for the kiss? That's a tad jumping the gun, don't you think? It's more apparent in the novel. Again, the conversation is longer. Fair enough. I'm probably missing half the context and they had to adapt what they could given the limited time. But given what I'm seeing, this is what I'm feeling and thinking. By all means, if this totally tickles my fancy, I may end up reading this particular chapter in the novel for the shits and giggles. I've done that a lot for different things that I really get into. But this kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Fun fact, the author of ReZero hates OP and ED in anime. His latest work, Vivey, didn't have OP or ED after 3 episodes being aired. He's one different being. Mate. Okay, how do I title this? Subaru kisses Emilia. And I'm not titling it Subaru and Emilia kiss. I am titling it Subaru kisses Emilia because it was him going all the way in. She just closed her eyes. 90-10. It's supposed to be 80-20. You're not supposed to go all the way in. But fuck it, what do I know about kissing people? Author doesn't decide whether the anime will OP and ED. It's a production team. Yeah, and whatever artists are there and whatnot. It's very political, but let's ignore that. All right. It's not that she wants Subaru to hate her. It's that she doesn't believe anyone truly loves her, including Subaru. She thinks his love for her is shallow. She thinks people don't see her weak side and think too much of her, either positively or negatively. Well, fair enough. You know, based on what she's experienced from Subaru, he keeps saying that he loves her, yet he doesn't do what she wants him to do. And then he makes promises twice and breaks them both times. Shit, the fact that the girl is even thinking rationally at that point and saying that, mad props to her. She's not in a good emotional state right now. She lost Puck. She's at her wit's end doing these trials. She's under enormous pressure and her memories are flooding in and all the emotions that come with it. And Subaru's solution is to kiss her. Mate, I'm kind of disappointed, Subaru. I'm kind of disappointed. I was really starting to warm up to you, especially after editing all of, season 1 and all the compliments and stuff. But this is just kind of like, mate. All right, let's take a quick little break, quick little song, and we watch the next episode. We want to be on a roll tonight.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun size, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.